Hey, welcome back. Riffin with Griffin. Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to stay on the journey. So once again, I always say it's a special episode because I have somebody special coming in. This time I'm completely wrong. This one, he ain't shit. No, I'm kidding. One of my best friends in the world, family to me, like a little brother since I first met him. Give it up for the very funny and handsome, nicest hair in the game. Give it up for Matt Rife, everybody.
That's flattering. I have the nicest hair in the game. Theo Vaughn's got me beat, dude.
I'm just saying that. You know I don't mean it.
It's off to a bad start immediately. The hospitality is zero.
So I know you don't listen to my podcast because you're not supportive. You know, you ain't shit.
I just don't have time to listen to talk radio, man.
I don't have time because I'm a millennial and I don't have time.
I'm technically not a millennial yet.
This is what are you talking about?
I'm not old. Millennials are like 25 to like 30.
Okay, so what is your generation?
We're called like generation like X or something.
No, you're not
like
generation X.
It's generation
X.
It's generation something. It's not good. Whatever it is, it's worse than millennial.
Generation. We don't have a generation.
Generation. This emoji.
All right. Well, anyways, what happens is, you know, I've been in search of a theme song for like this to start since the beginning of the show, and every week I think, oh, this is gonna be this is the one, and then people keep sending in. They keep sending them in. So here's one. Yeah, they keep topping it. So here's a new one now. This is from Marty B because he's got a weird last name. But you'll see it on the screen. You'll see it on the screen right now. It's Brueggemann or just Marty B. Marty B sounds better. Sounds like a good rap name. But here's Marty B's. Oh. This is kind of Hawaiian-ish.
It's relaxing.
Yeah.
This would be on an elevator. Like it's casual.
Oh, look at that little piano action. Woo! I feel like we're on a cruise ship. Welcome to the Lido deck.
Adults only after 7 p.m.
Riffin with Griffin. Riffin with Griffin. Riffin with Griffin now. I just wanna slay with this one. You know what I mean?
Someone could make a Riffin with Life song. Would be fantastic.
There it is. Enjoy the show.
I like that.
Well, there it is, man. So you're finally here. You're finally on the podcast.
Finally here, man. What episode is this? What number is this?
I'm not sure, but it's in the 20s. You're gonna be in the 20s. Let's just start from the beginning. So you're from, unfortunately, from Ohio.
Unfortunately, if you've never been, don't. There's no reason.
You know, I remember because you were like 14, and then you were like sending messages out to every comic that was coming into Ohio. Just like messaging and tweeting at people and stuff, and like so many comics like. Like, who were some of the comics that you, like, reached out to and they got back to you in the beginning?
I was 15. I had just started stand-up, and it was when Twitter was still, like, accessible. Like, you could still communicate with people because not everybody had, you know, a couple 100,000 followers on there.
Yeah.
You could send a DM to, like, Ashton Kutcher, and he could see it.
He might see it and be like,
it was possible.
Who is this?
Yeah. So the first people I hit up on there were D.L. Hughley, who gave me my first guest spot, like, ever. I was like 4 months into stand-up. Definitely should not have been doing this.
Yeah.
And then it was Finesse Mitchell and yourself were around like the same time. And then Deray Davis after that and Ralphie May.
Oh, wow.
Ralphie May let me do my first theater when I was like 9 months.
All the black comics.
All the black comics. White ones are stingy, man. White comics can be stingy for stage time.
So really, D.L. Hughley gave you your first... Wow.
Yeah, like at my home club, the Columbus Funny Bone there. Just let me do like 5 to 7 up top. And of course it was trash. Yeah. But he invited me to stay the entire weekend. Like my grandpa came with me to the shows and stuff.
Wow.
So it was fun.
And I remember you were but see, your way in was always being like, the white kid in the black club.
Yeah, but like it wasn't intentional. I've been asked that a bunch of times. Like, how did you find yourself in that kind of like market and audience? And I think it's just because like black comedians are more... They're more apt to sharing the spotlight or whatever. Like they're totally okay helping you out. I feel like a lot of white comics can be stingier. Like black comics, like, hey, come do my room. I can put you up. Like I will take a chance on you. I feel like white comics don't do that as often, at least in my experience.
Hey, that's that. If that's your experience, that's great. And then so but you were like, I remember your.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
So that's what happened. So Matt hits me up. He's like, I want to come. I said, well, I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh, and he took the bus to Pittsburgh.
Dude.
I'd already seen your like crazy, like, you know.
I had a music cue.
Yeah, it was like so black. Your act was so. It was like the blackest act, and then I knew it wasn't gonna go well.
You set me up so bad. You let me take a bus to my doom.
Yeah, then you went up there and was trying to do that stuff, and these white people in Pittsburgh were like, "What is wrong with this white boy?"
And I forgot I was in the green room, no TV on the whole time you're on stage, just like I wanna quit.
Yeah.
I wanna quit. There's no place for me.
I know, that's when your teeth were messed up.
Oh, dude, I had Ohio teeth for sure.
I got to put a picture of that up.
No, you don't. You absolutely do not. If you do that, I'm posting the picture of you in your tracksuit where you weighed like 180.
I have no problem with that.
Okay, all right.
Your teeth, my tracksuit, it's the same thing. You ain't shit. I dare you. And then look at you now. So you went from, talk about, when did you want to be a comic though? Like when you were, because you started young. Like not everybody, only a few people even start that young or even have the ability to reach out to people like that. So like when did you know you wanted to be a comic?
I started when I was 15 and a half, but I think what it kind of clicked with me when I was 14 is that's when I like really kind of fell in love with like Comedy Central. This is back when like kind of everybody had a half-hour special, and I would just like
the golden era.
Yeah. And I would just watch it every single night. And my two biggest influences were like Dane Cook and Dave Chappelle. Like I fell in love with those guys, and like I wanted to do what they did. And it's so weird. It wasn't a prominent experience, but just the timing of it, it felt like fate kind of. I remember I had just watched one of Dane Cook's specials, and I was like super into comedy. And the next day in school, it was like the very beginning of the day, classes all kind of filing in, and my friend Amanda was like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Which is an intense question for a 7th grader.
Did you smash?
I didn't smash. It was a long time after 7th grade till I smashed. Trust me. And as soon as she asked that, I was like, I think I want to be a comedian. And like, as soon as I said that, not a second went by. My teacher came in the door and was like, "We're doing a talent show," and I was like, "Well, I have to."
So that's when you first bombed?
Yeah. Oh, no. I crushed from my middle school. But it was such an inappropriate set. Like, the teachers were like, okay, that's enough time, Matthew. Thank you. And then I got to see Dane Cook live at Nationwide Arena in Columbus. And that finally was like the last straw of like, this is what I want to do.
Cut to full circle. That you're doing some tour dates with Dane right now.
Yeah. I'm on tour with him right now. We've done 6 shows so far on the tour, and they've been unreal. We're doing like 3,000 plus seaters every single night. It's so much fun. His audiences are great.
Yeah, but isn't it crazy though that like if you cut back to like 14-year-old Matt and you're thinking about doing shows with Dane, it would have been like, oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
But cut to 20-something-year-old Matt, you're out there with Dane and you're kind of like, oh, this is cool, but
this is cool, but like, do I have to stay in the La Quinta? You get 4 seasons.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how like your perspective changes when you like actually 100%. Get out there?
And only in 10 years too.
Yeah.
Like 10 years from now, when I'm gonna be 33, that feels like around the corner. But if I think back to when I was 14, like, so I know, dude, it's almost over. I'm terrified.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
How old are you?
It's none of your business. You don't ask a lady what their age is. How dare you? Okay, so you're
really not going to answer. It's the best part.
I'm not going to answer. So you're 4. It's easy to find out. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's on March 12th.
I knew that.
I don't know if this is coming out or not before that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like you, when I first saw you, I was like, ugh. Like,
damn, ugh?
Yeah, it was ugh. Because it was like, because stand-up's not made for kids.
It's absolutely not. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to talk about?
And you were playing on, like, you're being like, oh, I'm the Justin Bieber of comedy. And, like, in these, like, black rooms. And you're, like, trying to transition.
They loved that shit, though. Like, they ate that up. I don't regret that I'm glad I cut it off when I did. Yeah. But, like,
Did you cut it off?
I definitely cut it off. It was in like my bios on social media.
It didn't say wigger on your on your bio. That'd be great.
It said like Gary Owen's son. It was like just right under my picture.
Michael Rappaport's nephew. The Wigger Alliance. See, but now I know you had like some teachers that said you weren't gonna make it, right?
Absolutely, dude. I had a biology teacher named Miss Bradley. Dude, fuck that woman. If she hears that, I hope she's a huge fan of yours and listens to this. Fuck Miss Bradley. First of all, I didn't need to know a single thing about biology.
Oh, here we go.
And then I was always getting in trouble in her class. I was always cracking jokes and not paying attention to a subject I knew I wasn't going to use. And I remember one day she was yelling at me in front of the entire class and it was just like, you think it's all fun and games being funny in class. Let me tell you, nobody's ever gotten anywhere being funny. That's not going to pay the bills. And I was like, she was like, you're going to end up working the rest of your life at McDonald's, in which I responded in front of the entire class. Well, if I work at McDonald's my entire life, I'm eventually climb my way up the ladder and be making way more than a teacher's salary.
Oh,
and that got me 4 days of in-school suspension.
But the whole class was like, oh!
That was my Kevin Hart moment. Like, it felt so good. It felt so good.
But cut to now, and she actually might have been right. You were broke.
Yeah, I still don't have car insurance. If she would have called that, I'd have a little bit more respect.
No, but that actually sucks. But it's like you just have those moments, man, in life where people act like, they act like they know. But see, one thing I know of you, like, you know how you're just one of the most frustrating people I've ever met in my life.
Am I?
Yeah, you're so infuriating.
I'm stubborn.
You're very stubborn, but but you've been stubborn like this from a kid. Like, I remember one of my favorite moments with you is you talking about, I said, you ever go to museums or something? You're like, I don't like art. Art is stupid. That's him. Little punk ass kid. Art is dumb. And then remember I said to you, well, do you like shoes and sneakers? You're like, yeah, of course. I said, that's art.
And now I love museums. Like I've changed so much. Kids, give it time, okay?
Yeah.
Give it time.
You eating vegetables now. This fool is eating vegetables, going to museums.
I'm eating pussy now. Things change so fast.
Are you eating pussy now?
Sometimes. Like, you don't eat everything.
But why does it always have to be old pussy? Matt has a thing where he likes old chicks. Why do you like old chicks? The last 4 you dated are always way older than you. And what do I always say? It's not going to work. But you don't listen.
It's different this time. Okay?
It's different this time.
Dude, it's...
Yeah, please explain to me why you like
know what's frustrating? What's frustrating?
15 years older than you chicks.
You know what's so frustrating? Yeah. No matter what I'm about to say, you're going to go, oh my God.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to work for you. Whatever.
Okay, let's hear this. Come on.
I like the maturity. I like the level of... See, this is what I'm talking about. There's
I can't.
No fair trial.
Thank you for listening to Riffin with Griffin.
No, that's the whole thing. I'm done with you.
Okay, so you like maturity. Okay, you like maturity.
I like maturity.
Mommy issues.
I don't think I have mommy issues. My mom and I are fine.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you don't have mommy issues. Okay, well, let's go. One was 29 when you were, what, 20?
18,
29, they were 45, 40. It's like, what? And they all don't work out because of why? We're at different places in our life. You know why you're in different places in your life?
But I want to be with someone who motivates me to get to where they are. Like, but somebody who has their own place and has their own job and can take care of themselves. That motivates and inspires me to want to step it up as a man and grow as an adult faster. I like that. I don't like going out to the clubs every night. I don't want somebody who wants to be at the clubs every night. I don't want a girl.
There's other chicks. There's other chicks in LA that
I haven't met any, dude.
Because you know why? Because your ass is always at the club.
What club?
What? How do you know all the chicks wants to go? Oh my God! Let me calm down. How do you know that every chick wants to go to the club?
Because any young girl I've met under the age of 25 in LA wants to go to the club every single night. They want to know what celebrity they can be around. They want to know what VIP list they can get on, whose table they can be at.
Where are you meeting these chicks?
Anywhere in LA.
Like where? Tell me where.
Trader Joe's. I don't know. Like, where else do you meet people? On the street?
Oh my God. You are so infuriating.
I don't understand how you're arguing this. Just because I haven't met these people. I don't doubt that they're out there, but I haven't found them.
You don't try to meet them.
Of course, I'm not trying to rush into a relationship all the time. All the time.
Hold on. You're not trying to rush into a relationship.
No.
That's all you ever do.
Oh my God.
And then put the camera on me. And then what he does is he gets in these relationships. I say it's not going to work, and then he's at my door crying. How many times have you been at my door crying over some old bitch? Huh? How many times? Just like this too.
That like it hurts. Make the pain stop.
Make
cry.
the pain go away. Cry. I just first of all, okay. Let's go backwards.
Okay.
You come to LA. Mm-hmm. Actually, when you came to LA first, you came and you stayed with me. I took you around to all the clubs. You know, you motherfucker didn't even appreciate it.
Yes, I did.
You like an entire. You know what? You're just like a white girl. You know what I mean?
God, how so?
Because you're all entitled. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to just go to the clubs. People supposed to just let me.
I didn't realize the severity of it until I moved here. That I was like, oh, people wait for days to try to get an open mic spot.
Hello, so, and I'm just walking you in on my reputation.
That
being
was
like,
pretty
hey,
cool.
can you put him on stage? You didn't even appreciate it. Until 10 years later.
You're right. I didn't understand what a privilege that was. Thank you.
But you did that, but what I appreciate about what you did is like you just left everything, and we're getting back to the old bitch thing.
Thank God.
But we're gonna lead up to it. So you came here. You were like, I'm just gonna do it, right? Mm-hmm. You left your girlfriend back in.
Oh yeah, I had a girlfriend back in Ohio who was older.
Was Butterface older?
Don't call her that, dude. She was in Ohio.
She's very pretty.
She was in Ohio 9 for sure.
Yeah, but that's a LA 5. Yeah.
Touche. But
she's cool. Let's not even, because she's gonna listen to this.
No, she really was a sweet girl.
She's a sweet girl.
She was a sweet girl.
She just didn't want you to succeed.
She took my virginity, and I owe her a lot for that.
Oh wow,
so it was fantastic.
So, but wait, she wasn't that much older than you.
No, I was 17. She was 19.
Oh, that's right.
That's
there.
not bad. That was baby steps compared to like
compared to like the grandmas you've been dating. He calls all this. He could call his girlfriend's Nana. No. So Aaron never laughs out loud, by the way.
That doesn't make me feel better. That's not a pro.
So so you were with her, and then she was a small town girl,
mm-hmm.
and she wanted you to be a small town guy.
Yeah, she wanted to work in the town.
You had Hollywood dreams.
Yeah, dude, my life's a music video. It was so weird. She of course, we talked about she wanted to move out to LA in like a year or so until she can gain money. Of course, that never happens. All we did was fight on the phone every single day because neither of us trusted each other.
Yeah,
at all.
That's your problem too. This is the type of Matt's the type of dude that's like, if like she got a picture in a bikini on Instagram.
I used to be that way. Not anymore. But I used to be bad with it.
Yeah. I was like, why you got your skin?
I could lose my mind.
Jealous and insecure.
Picture. Absolutely. And rightfully so. I wasn't shit. I'm still not shit, but at least I have teeth now.
Oh, God. Expensive teeth.
Expensive teeth.
They look great, though.
Thank you.
So all right.
But yeah, she was gonna move out here like after a year. We ended up breaking up or whatever. But I graduated high school early. I remember I came out here to stay on your couch so I could take the California proficiency exam.
That's right. You came to do your like
just for like a week. Yeah,
like the G was it? That's not the GED.
No,
though.
it's like the CHESP, I think, which is like the California proficiency exam. This is what I was told by them.
Did you pass that?
I did. But here's the thing: I had to take it twice because I missed one question on the math test.
Ohio education, y'all.
Without a calculator, y'all. Everybody else got a calculator. I only failed by one question, not using a calculator because I didn't bring the right one.
Okay.
So I came out here and took that, and apparently it's the exact equivalent of a high school diploma. Okay. Because I guess in California, what I was told is you take a test to graduate. In Ohio, it's like a credit system, kind of like college.
Oh.
But I guess in California, you take a test saying, you learned everything you need to know.
Well, that's if you weren't in high school, you didn't do a good.
Yeah.
You decided to leave early. It's just like the GED, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so you did that because you wanted to come move out.
And then I took that passing statement back to my school in Ohio, and they're like, all right, well, like you don't have to be here anymore.
Yeah, see ya.
You technically graduated.
Oh.
And then I moved out to LA, stayed on your couch for like 2 more weeks until my friend moved out here, and then I was on his couch for like a year. And it was a lot.
So what was the first thing that you were like, damn, I'm actually in Hollywood, like I'm doing it?
I'd say just walking to the Laugh Factory every night because I was right on like Santa Monica and Fairfax, right by that Whole Foods, and I could walk to all of the clubs. I did so much walking because they're about a mile.
And you were like right in WeHo, so you were real popular back then.
Oh yeah, dude, it was I had a dude should have pulled his dick out of the laundromat one time. Like it was nuts. I had dudes at bus stops being like, "Are you for rent? Like how much do you cost?" And I always regret not asking how much to know my worth.
Yeah,
like what's my face value, real quick.
What's my off the lot value?
Like, no, but like just out of curiosity.
So really just doing stand-up, like that was like, because you wanted to be a stand-up, so then you hear about the Laugh Factory, you meet Dane Cook and all these people.
Yeah, dude, I remember you introduced me to him, and my first words were, oh shit. Like I couldn't, it was the first time I'd ever been like starstruck meeting somebody.
Wow.
It is crazy that like now we're like really, really good friends. It still blows my mind. But yeah, doing stand-up and going to all the clubs was just like, it felt, moving to LA felt like home. Like I never felt like I was supposed to be in Ohio. Like there was just nothing going on. It's the same life plan for everybody back there. You know, you go to school in this small hometown, you get somebody pregnant, then you graduate. Then you get married and you work at the Honda plant.
You work, get her pregnant again, get married,
get divorced,
get your neighbor pregnant.
Exactly. It's the same setup for everybody.
Yeah.
And that just didn't appeal to me. I always felt like bored.
Mm-hmm.
So moving out here, it felt like what I was supposed to do. Even if it wasn't for this career, I wasn't supposed to be living back there. I
got
knew
you.
that.
So when you now you're in LA and then you're doing stand up, which was difficult for you at first. I know. I remember this. Like like stand up wasn't as easy as it had come to you young. I mean, because like I find that like young people doing stand up, they don't even understand because you're just out there like just being you.
You're just trying to think of anything that's funny.
But and that's what people are. They're not necessarily laughing at what you're saying. They're laughing at you. Like oh look at this. Oh look at
It's more like a court gesture. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Then when was it for you that you were like, oh man, this is actually harder than I thought?
I'd say about like 2021. That's when I really started to be like, okay, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm still young. I'm still very young and like an anomaly age wise, but I didn't have the given kind of gimmick of let's give this kid the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Like people would start to be like, okay, I need to hear some shit now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that happened because you can coast and be a hacky comic for the rest of your life. And people make careers out of that. But I'm glad that I was forced to not have to do that by people like you being like, okay, I see you having good shows, but like you're not funny yet.
I do keeps it real.
Yes, you're painfully real.
Okay, hey, that's fine. All right, but you coming along. You know what? We just did a show together, like, at the Irvine Improv.
Yeah.
And I was watching you, and I thought to myself, I remember watching you, and I was like, I was laughing, and I caught myself, and I was like, oh shit, I'm enjoying Matt right now.
Oh shit. Can we get that cut away right there?
Don't worry, I'm editing this out.
Come on.
This is all gonna get edited out.
Come on.
No compliments are gonna.
I
the views expressed by. No,
I feel comfortable now.
Now you look much more.
I can go on stage in any older material that I'm used to doing now. Like I can weave in and out of bits now. I can mess with the crowd. I feel comfortable on stage. I can be nervous before I go on, but like as soon as I step on, I feel fine. Like, I feel like there's nothing anybody can yell out that's going to catch me off guard.
Right.
I feel comfortable in my material and that it's starting to relate to me and actually start to talk about me a little bit, which is nice. It's kind of therapeutic in a way.
Well, that's what I always say too. It's like you go on stage, no matter what's going on in your life, you have to go on there and entertain. So you just take this emotions and you're up there just like letting it out. They don't even know. They're just like, oh my God, this is hilarious. And you don't know, I'm crying on the inside.
Yeah. And it's a really cool opportunity as well that like it's a fun way for me to kind of be like, to kind of prove people wrong. Because usually when I walk on stage, most people don't like me immediately. Like, oh,
and why is that?
Because my fucking face, dude. I can't tell you how many times I've been like
for comedy.
shaking hands after.
It's definitely too pretty for. Hey, look at it. This is what comedy's supposed to look like. This is what comedy's supposed to look like. Not this fucking pretty motherfucker right here. I'm so glad the lights got you.
I know, right? Just.
All right, enough.
How am I light skin on a podcast? I'm the Drake of Riffin with Griffin. I've had so many shows that like when I always go like shake hands after the show and stuff, tell people thanks for coming. I've had so many dudes be like, when you walked on the stage, I didn't want to like you. I thought you were a douchebag, but like you really made me laugh, and I was like, it's fucking good. So I'm actually talking about some shit, and I'm not.
Yeah, you got to overcome that. Now, when was the first time? Okay, so when did that become a thing for you? Like, when did you know? Like, when did you know that, like, the combination of being, like, naturally attractive and then also performing was going to, like, have panties soaking? Yeah, like, when did you have your awakening of, like, oh, I can smash a lot?
Probably like within like the last 2 years. I
you
guess.
lying motherfucker.
No.
You've been on the DMs.
That's because
what I used to tell you, as soon as you started to get a little famous, I used to tell you, stop fucking your fans. You was
that doesn't mean everybody slide my DM now, but you don't even understand the floodgate of like 14-year-old DMs you just activated.
Oh yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, don't think you have a chance all the time.
Well, first of all, 14 is way too young for you.
Yeah, I know, but
you got to be 30. You got to be 35 and up, and then you got a chance with Matt.
Dude, oh my god.
If you 35 and up, slide into those DMs.
Dude, you wouldn't believe like the gross comments I'll get from like 14-year-old girls. I'm like, where are your parents?
I know that's what they don't know.
It's a different generation, dude. People are savages. Like it's disgusting. Where I'm like, you can't say this shit on my page. Like, makes me look weird.
But then you started like, you broke up with your girl, you're single. Then 2 years later, now you're 18, 19.
Yeah.
Because what was your first Hollywood thing other than doing stand up? But because you were doing other things other than that. Because stand up was difficult for you. And then you had to go into different areas. I
did a Disney thing, which was really cool. That was like kind of like my first like acting kind of break into like, oh shit, like maybe I can book some stuff. And then Wild 'N Out was definitely like my first like Hollywood like breakout thing.
You went back to your roots.
When I started to gentrify a little bit, and then Wild 'N Out was like,
Wild 'N Out,
no, you're not.
Get it back over here. Get back with your black people.
And it felt comfortable because most of the castmates who I was joining the show with, like Deray Davis, Corey Holcomb, Carlos Miller, like I had known those guys since I was also like 16 years old.
Right.
Like,
so in the early years of Wild 'N Out, you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had fun. Like the first, I don't know when I enjoyed it.
Did you ever enjoy it?
Yeah, the live performances were so much fun. It grew to be something that I didn't really want my career to be focused on. Like I didn't want that to be the focus point. You can get locked in on that show. You can end up being on that show forever. Like you can get trapped because it is a lot of fun. The exposure is fantastic.
Yeah, some of them are like they're doing this really popular podcast right now.
Oh, the 85 South show.
Yeah, 85 South. They're
brilliant.
Like they blew up and now they touring all over the place, making a ton of money.
Dude, it's a great outlet. Like that was the best exposure I could have gotten because it is a young urban fan base, and that's kind of what I've been doing my entire life. So it worked out perfectly for that. And I did 3 years of it, and I was starting to be like, all right, I don't want to ride a mechanical bull. Like that's not what I want my career to be.
But when you got on Wild 'N Out, that's when you became an international playboy, right? Isn't that when that first started?
Absolutely not. But it was cool to start getting recognized by people. Like that was something I never thought was really going to happen.
But I remember when you used to say to me like you didn't even have. I remember when I had more Instagram followers than you, and I had more.
A lot.
Yeah, you were just like, what am I? And I just knew too. I was like, as soon as this pretty motherfucker get on TV, it's gonna be like,
yeah, dude. Now
you have all those fake Matt Rife accounts.
Oh, dude, the fan pages.
Fan of Matt Rife. Matt Rife is my husband. Matt Rife. I'm gonna have MattRife'sBaby.com.
I tell you what though, that's the best fan base to have because young girls like that, they kind of like they pick like that heartthrob. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Like they would die for you. Like they promote for you. They're going out and telling all of their friends like, oh my god, there's this really cute, funny guy. You should go check him out as well. People in their 20s and 30s, like they'll usually like somebody, but they're not like raving about it. I've got girls making like cell phone cases, like T-shirts. Some girl made a bedspread with my face on it. Like that's where's your store? Dude, I have
your
merch.
online store.
Merch, okay?
Yeah, but you got to go further. Bedspreads. Curtains and stuff.
I don't feel like I'm at that level yet. Like I can get like 20 people to buy some shit like that, but I want to wait. I want to wait till I'm at 1 million followers, and then it makes sense that I could actually make some change. You know?
You're just dude.
There's tiers to social media. Like most people have like 5 to like 10,000, something like that,
and that's not even a lot.
That's not a lot.
Like the average person thinks 10,000 followers on the internet is a lot.
Yeah, people in Ohio, in my hometown, if you got 10,000, it's like, oh wow, okay.
But then it's starting to be like you look on Instagram and it's like there'll be a hot chick that like you don't know what she does. Mm-hmm. And she got like 40,000 followers. Yeah. And then you're looking at like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know?
Just be a hot girl.
Yeah. You just hot. Okay, cool. You know?
Which, capitalize on it. Hey. That's your body. I would do the same thing. I am doing the same thing.
yeah, you sure are.
I don't see a problem with it. But there are tiers to it though. Because like I'm I'm like almost at 200,000 now, and 200,000 its own tier where it's like, oh, you're on the map social media wise. You can be considered like a influencer. You can start to make a little bit of money from it, but then you ain't shit again until like 500,000. And then from that you're not shit again until 1 million. Like there's different tiers to it.
Until you can get paid to tweet something or something like that. That's when and that takes like a real high level. People don't understand that. Like I have like 80 something thousand, whatever. No, even on Twitter I only have like 50,000, and then like on Instagram it's like 80,000 and so. But the other people, even like certain level of comic, that or maybe just didn't have like notoriety because I was on Workaholics and all that. They don't have that, and it's like they think that what I have is a lot, and it's not.
Most comedians I feel like we hang out with probably have around like 10 to 20,000.
Yeah,
which
even less than
it's still
that. Yeah.
good, That's not bad, but
if those are your fans,
exactly. The only problem with having so many of my fans right now are most of them are like. I wouldn't say like probably 50% of them aren't even 18 yet. So it's like, but when they do turn 18, I'll have people who buy tickets. Yeah, but that's
okay as long as they're growing with you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and I really like that because then they get to see me grow as well. They can be like I love when people make like transformations of what I was at like 17 to like now. I like that they get to see that because
growing with these people who are around your age. And then they'll still be with you when you get older.
Yeah.
Which is why you should date women your own age.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's why you should date women your own age. So you can grow together.
But we can't both have the same problems.
Yes, you can. There's something about commiserating with somebody or supporting somebody at the same time, and you grow together. You looking for a home already? A mom who got kids, who already got snacks in the fucking refrigerator? No, it does. That's not any growth. That's why they all keep telling you, we're not at the same place.
All right, whatever. Whatever. Dead air. Cut it. I hate this segment.
Oh, yeah, you hate this segment? This part. I'm just saying, man. Okay, because then, like, I remember, like, when did you, okay, because What's-Her-Face was, like, around your age. And then you start dating, and then, they just kept getting older and older.
I feel like
why do they keep getting older?
Also, I don't feel like I trust younger girls because I said,
who hurt you?
Everybody has hurt me.
Who hurt you? These these old chicks are coddling you. No, they do it. They hurting you just as bad.
They have already.
You've cried more over these old chicks than any of these young chicks.
I feel like older women, no matter how much older, it's just progressively. Like I feel like the odds of them having their whole phase is already out. I feel like at this point,
how wrong were you, huh? We'll leave it at that. My point is this, and I always keep telling you this. You're 25, right?
Three.
Oh, I keep putting two extra on it. You're 23. Mm-hmm. If you're dating somebody, say 40, okay? When you're 33 and she's 50, you still gonna be invested? You still gonna be
If I'm in love, yeah.
If I'm in love, this dude, man.
I will sacrifice.
Why didn't you ask Nick Cannon about this? You should have asked him. Hey, man, how did that work out? Nick Cannon woke up with his auntie, and then he was like, what am I doing?
That is not what happened.
He was like, God damn, what happened? I'm 33. Why am I? Why don't you ask Ashton Kutcher how that worked out? I just think that age-appropriate dating is like, it's got to be around that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, who knows?
I don't know. There's
if you got to 30, if you were in your 30s, you established yourself, and then you dating somebody like in their 40s, I'm like, I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. But you're in your 20s.
I understand that. And when I take a step back, I fall in love easily. I do.
Yes, you do.
If I click with someone and I care about them, I'll do whatever. I will do whatever to make that person happy. And if we're clicking,
tattoos.
Bro, I had no tattoos.
He does a lot of dumb stuff, y'all.
Out of pain and love and trying to be a nice person.
God.
I'm trying to be a nice person.
How you fall? I don't know. This guy falls in love so fast. Like, why? Like, sometimes you know nothing about them.
I don't know. Sometimes something just clicks, man. I don't get close with a lot of people. Like I have a very small close friend group of like 6 people, you included, that I trust.
I get it.
Get my sense of humor, understand where I'm coming from most of the time. Even if you see it's bullshit, you at least can be like, I understand what he thinks he's thinking.
So these 6 people, right? Uh-huh. Okay, there's been twice as many, maybe 3 times as many women who you've been in love with.
First of all, I don't appreciate you talking about my number on your podcast, all right? Relax. It's not that many.
Yeah, there could be girls watching right now DMing you like, I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, so don't. That's none of their business. I don't know what it is, man. It's weird. It gives me a sense of security and also massive insecurity at the same time.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like I'm gonna find that with anybody. So I feel like I'm picking what feels right at the time. And what I end up doing is I end up going all in on something that I should inevitably know isn't going to work out.
That's what I'm saying. Take a step. Take a breath.
You're right.
Investigate.
I'm impatient with everything. I'm very impatient. I want to be like, okay, this is how it's going to be, right? Cool. Can we set up that? Can we figure it out right now and make it?
Yeah, this guy wants to notarize the relationship.
Yeah, I want that. That gives me a sense of security if that can happen.
So when you see an older woman and you see them have what you perceive is they have their shit together, you think, oh, this is going to make me feel okay. Well, that says something more about like how you feeling about your own
100%
situation.
It does. I don't feel like I have a sense of security or stability in my life with anything. Like, because this business, you know this, we're not guaranteed to work ever again. Like every day could be our last job. Something could happen to where nobody just wants to work with us. It's happened. Like look at Brendan Fraser, for example. I fucking love Brendan Fraser. The Mummy movies. Are you kidding me? Monkey Bone. I love Brendan Fraser.
He's still working. He was on a Showtime show. He was on The Affair.
But he's not as big as he was. Like, there's so many different waves to this. And it's like, I can go from, like, when I was doing TRL, making stupid money to where I could go on a vacation for the first time in my life. I could buy a couple of pair of shoes and not have to worry about it.
Even though I told your dumb ass to save your money.
And I did for the most part.
No, you didn't.
I did. Taxes came.
This dummy bought a Mustang. I told him to get a Civic. You know what I mean? But he was like, I can't be driving around with a Mustang. I'm on TV. Like, what'd I tell you? You don't listen.
I need to live a life a little bit.
Oh, my God.
There's a very fine line between being responsible and enjoying life a little bit, man.
It's not a fine line.
There's a fine line.
Enjoying life and being responsible, they're not in the same.
Double Dutch out of it.
Oh, double Dutch. You was double Dutch?
I was double Dutch.
No, you was getting your feet caught in the ropes.
No,
bitch.
Vacation, car insurance.
Oh, my God.
Vacation, car insurance.
Oh, my God. Do you have car insurance?
No, not now.
Oh, my God.
The IRS got me so bad, dude. They got me so bad from like 2016 tax. I got Wesley sniped. It was bad.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm talking about because you weren't saving your money. You know what the tax money went?
I saved money and then they took all of it, all the savings.
No, so, they took the tax. The tax money is in that dumb Mustang that you totaled.
I did total my Mustang.
I'm like, I can't with you sometimes. What you're
take
not gonna...
a shot. Anybody at home, take a shot every time he says, "I can't. I'm done with you." Or this is your problem.
That is your problem. You're not gonna really appreciate everything I'm saying. If it's gonna be 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, you know what, man, you were so right, and that's when I'm gonna punch you in the face because I was trying to help you now. You know. Anyway, okay. So, because of all your recent experiences, do you think that like are you now open to like say, let me find a 23-year-old who's, got their shit together. I'm calling out right now to all the like all them boss ladies out there. You in your early 20s, you got your shit together, you got goals
mid-20s,
and dreams.
Mid-20s.
Okay, mid-20s. Okay, you're in your mid-20s because he's hit him up. You know what I mean? Because he thinks there's no good women out there, and I know that there are.
I'm not saying they're not good women. I'm saying that's not for me. I know where my insecurities lie, and I know what I can't handle. And sometimes I get stuck.
You know what you can't handle?
What?
You can't handle these relationships with these old women. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know because you've been on my couch sobbing. Okay, so I know you can't handle it. Okay, so I'm telling you right now that why don't you find somebody where maybe you don't maybe take the challenge of you being the Rock. You ever think that could happen?
That's too much pressure, man.
Oh my!
That's so much.
You're
pressure.
in a business. It's all about pressure.
I know. That's why I'm saying it's already my professional life, which is 90% of my life. I just want, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, what I'm looking for now is just comfortability, man.
To a titty, you could just be like,
yeah, man, just nuzzle up to a nipple and just, how was your day?
Well, hopefully you're gonna find.
I'm not in a rush. Like you said, I'm 23. I don't.
You are in a rush. What are you talking about?
I'm not in a rush right now.
How many times have you wanted to get married in the last 3 years?
Oh man, twice probably.
Twice. And you talk about you don't want to rush, and you're already ready to like start a family.
Because that felt comfortable in the moment. I felt comfortable with women who I was very in love with, and I wanted to give my world to. And now I'm like, my world is a bit cheaper than I thought I was gonna have a budget for. emotionally.
Yeah, you didn't realize relationships cost money.
Oh, and emotions. Like I'm stressed day to day trying to make a career for myself. You know, if I'm adding relationship drama on top of that, it crushes me.
But that's why sometimes you find somebody that is like going through the same thing, and you'd be surprised how that's.
I can understand.
Commiserate with that person, and it can actually be comfortable.
I do see that. Yeah. So I mean, I would be open to dating somebody closer to my age and seeing if our problems can be relatable for each other, we can help push through them together.
Mm-hmm. I hear Ariana Grande is available.
I heard she's dating Big Sean.
She back with Big Sean?
I would date Big Sean. Big Sean's dope. Are you kidding? Oh, shut the fuck up. I got Ariana Grande on my mental.
Yeah, he also makes, I don't give a fuck about you.
Makes some bangers. I love Big Sean.
Yeah, well, I guess they back together. That sucks. I was hoping they could boost your career. You know what I mean?
That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
Ariana, she that influencer. You get with Ariana Grande, you a A-list celebrity after that. Oh man. Well, I don't know. I think that relationships are tough. I just broke up. I just had a breakup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, relationships are tough, and especially in this business, especially being in LA, it's like hard to find somebody that can deal with what you do. And even you have trouble. You have trouble dating people that are in the business.
Yeah, I think so.
Because just like. You don't like seeing kissing scenes. You don't like seeing
I can get jealous. I can get insecure. But I've realized through dating other people, not everybody's like that. I don't feel that way with everybody. I have come to learn that like if I'm comfortable in the relationship and I feel secure with the relationship, I don't worry about that stuff. Like there's been great girls that I've dated who I've had feelings for, but I'm like I can trust you. Like if they have to go do a naked photo shoot with a beautiful guy model, I can be like, yeah, I don't like the shit, but like I don't think you're gonna do anything. So I mean, it does depend on the person, and I have realized that because I've taken therapy before to try to figure out what my issues are and how I can make myself a better person. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of it was on me many of the times, but it's you're also reacting a lot to what people do. Not everybody's gonna be for you.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I feel like, once we put it on ourselves first, or just find out what's our responsibility in the situation. Because a lot of times we like to go like, they're not making me feel secure. They're not making me feel this. They're doing this that's making me feel this way.
Yeah, and sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. But a lot of it does lie in your own insecurity.
Yeah, we have to ask her, why is that triggering me? Mm-hmm. Right? That's the thing that's the hard part to like figure out.
And then it's on you to be like, can I handle this and stay in this relationship? Or do you, when, and in my case, I never know when, to be like, I can't handle this. I need to get out. Like that. I have a very hard time with that no matter who it is.
Yes, he does, y'all. He has a hard time getting out of the shit, but you out of it.
But some relationships can be beautiful, man. It's nice to have somebody in your corner sometimes. It's fun to have somebody to come home to and relax with and relate to and just have fun and joke around with and share those emotions because it's far and few between in this life.
I know. I find that the hardest part, especially being in LA, I understand the LA life is like the hard part is trying to get to the point where it's like, all right, are we going to try to trust each other now? Mm-hmm. Like that part. And that's the dating. That's all that stuff. That part is like, that's why I feel like we oftentimes end up in relationships that maybe they're not 100% perfect for you. Because it's just the searching for a relationship. That part is so frustrating that being in a not say less than ideal situation is better than the searching for.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And the honeymoon phase in the beginning tricks you hard. Like those first like 6 months, you're in love. You're only seeing all the good in each other. And then like the 6 to like a year and a half after that, you're like, okay, now I'm starting to get to know this person. Yeah. And that part is when people fuck up, I feel like.
One thing if I had to say if I'm jealous of anything is like without saying any names, you have had some experiences, right? Where you're like, you can't believe this person wants to have sex with you.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm always like, well, you were with who? I'm always like, what?
There have been some beautiful girls that even I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you positive? Like, you're way more invested in me than you believe in me more than I do. Which is a shock to me because growing up, I wasn't a cute kid like when you met me. I wasn't.
You were all right.
But like
the potential
that
was
is
there.
how I would describe it. That a cute kid is the thing. Like by no means was I like, I'm a good looking guy. Like girls should want to be with me. Like that still doesn't fully register to me.
Yeah, but then you're like, but when I see all these dumb model shoot pictures that you're doing, looking crazy.
But like that's to appeal to people who they know that.
But you take care of yourself. When was it that you were like, we're working out and self-maintenance? When did that become such a priority for you?
I think when I was trying to pick a lane for my career, like I didn't know what I was going to be. I didn't know if I wanted to be like the funny, scrawny friend who's like the comic reliever, or do I want to be fucking Ryan Reynolds? You know what I mean? Like dude is shredded, one of my favorite actors. Like I think I found a passion in what I want to aim my career towards, and I think that's when it really started to click. And then I started to have fun with that. I started to get into a routine, and actually I started going to the gym with Dane when I was about like 19, 20 years old in the mornings. And like at that time, he and I were kind of like new friends, so I was really just doing it to kind of be around him. And
I know you were like,
brain and
you're
shit.
like, oh my god, this Dane Cook.
Yeah, he wants to work out together, and I started to have fun with it, and it became a routine. Now, if I don't go to the gym if I skip a day, the next day I'm like, I have to go. Like I feel disgusting.
You're so annoying.
I got you into it though.
I know. I did start going to Glover. I got to go. I haven't been able to go in like a few months since December because. You know, I went to go visit my mom, and then like I had to start traveling and all this stuff is going on. But I gotta find something else. Is what I realized is like when I'm in town and I have time to go do that, I do that. But I need like something that I could do, like just get on the treadmill every day or one of those types of things. But yeah, you are like you're in great shape.
Thank you. It's a nice feeling. It gives you a confidence boost in yourself because I mean, there's plenty of people who are good looking but aren't confident in the way they look, me being one of them. But it also, like, working out is just such a stress reliever. Like I find myself I can be going crazy some days. It's like, you know what, let me go to the gym and box for an hour where I can't focus on shit else, like because they're whooping my ass in there. Shameless plug to Glove Works in Santa Monica.
Glove Works Santa Monica. Glove Works,
check it out.
Glove Works makes the dream work. I don't know. Whatever this, we'll cut that out.
we'll edit that part.
No, but that's good that you're using that as like a thing, because you probably, if you didn't have that, you probably go crazy.
Yeah, and it's been really cool that I've had people like reach out to me online being like, hey, like what's your workout and like diet routine? My diet's just metabolism, but the workout routine,
don't worry, that shit's gonna slow down in 2 more years.
I know.
You're gonna be like, how come this six pack is staying? Your six pack's gonna be like, oh, check out my 5-pack, my 4-pack.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah,
1.
it does get harder as you get older.
Absolutely, but I've had so many people hit me up and like, you're an inspiration. I've had people be like, I've lost 100 pounds after seeing how you've gone from like being so skinny to being in good shape. It gets an inspiration to turn my life around. I want to say, that's really cool.
Well, people don't realize that like it's probably easier for me to lose 50 pounds than it is for somebody like that's slender to gain this muscle and get the 6-pack and all that.
I say yes. I've had people argue it before because I've heard it depends on just like the people's body, and some people it's just a genetic makeup or whatever. Like some people it's really impossible for them to lose weight. Some people it's impossible for them to gain. Growing up was a very skinny kid, so for me it's like scrawny. I do have. If I take a week off, I can start to lose definition a little bit and thin down.
Yeah, but sometimes I see pictures of you. I'm like, when did he become a grown ass man?
I know.
Like,
those are also like fresh, like pump pictures. I'm not taking like wake up in the bed.
It's funny to me like that people just don't realize that like you still have all these insecurities and which is what drives you to work, and then at the same time, get into these beefs and be hated for.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing all these things to make myself better, and then every time I get better, they're like, "Fuck this dude! Who does he think he is going to be a better person?"
I know.
So there's a lot of hate towards it, but I mean, people.
But you've squashed your beef. Like you had one with what's that kid, Brandon?
Brandon Wardell. Yeah,
Brandon.
We're cool. We don't have any problems.
Good.
I don't want beef with a single person.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason for it. There's nobody who I dislike enough to be like, I can never make things work with you. I can never be cool with you. That's so dumb. For what? What does it get from me to when I have beef with somebody? Some attention.
Well, this is new because you are still very stubborn about a lot of things.
I'm very stubborn. I can not respect you. I cannot like the work that you do, but that doesn't mean I want beef with you. It doesn't mean that like just because I don't think you're funny or something doesn't mean I have a problem with you.
Yeah,
Like sense of humor and judging people's work ethic, that's subjective. Like everyone's gonna have their own opinion.
You can even like someone's work ethic and still not think they're funny.
Exactly.
You can appreciate like, wow, that guy's working hard.
You can like them as a person and not like any of the work that they put out. Like it's different variations. So there's no
even with some of our close friends. Like I have a lot of close friends in comedy that like I don't want to sit and watch their act.
Don't do it. Don't you dare say me included. No, I thought for sure that's totally a move.
That's your insecurity.
No. That's how you treat me. That's how you talk to me on a weekly basis.
Well, 3 years ago, I would have. Motherfucker, I just told you early on in the podcast that I thought you were funny. That you're finally getting your shit together.
Thank you.
In like 17 more years, you're going.
Oh my God.
There it is, y'all. No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
But I think it's so dumb to have beef with somebody. You shouldn't like somebody. Get to know them a little bit. Either get to know them and then have an opinion about them, or just don't have an opinion at all. Just be like, that's a person in the world who I just don't really care about or whatever.
So what's next? What do you think's what's the next phase for Matt Rife?
I got some exciting things going on. I'm shooting this movie for Lifetime right now.
I'm doing a
Lifetime movie. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Are you gay in this one?
I'm not gay in this one. Surprisingly. This is I'm working with Eric Roberts, who's
I've met Erik Roberts a few times.
One of the nicest people I've ever met in my time.
And he's worked like
he's got like 600.
Yeah, you look at his IMDb. He has a whole separate website for his IMDb.
Dude, he does everything, and that's some advice he embarked on me as well. He was like, don't turn down most roles. Like keep a broad range of the roles you can play. Like there's no point in pigeonholing yourself to like, I only do serious roles or I only do comedy roles.
Yeah, that's a over 30 right now.
I like it. I'm just trying to build resume, show face, and get better at what I want to do for a living.
So you're doing a Lifetime movie.
Doing a Lifetime movie. Doing a bunch of tour dates with Dane right now.
What's the name of Dane's tour? Tell It Like It Is tour.
Tell It
Like It Is tour. On tour right now. You go to Dane's website for that information.
And then I'm doing, I'm going to be a part of this show it's a new NBC comedy competition show called Bring the Funny through April and May. I think.
Really? Is this like the new Last Comic Standing?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about the format at all. I just know I'm going to be doing stand-up on there for this competition. I think the judges are like Jeff Foxworthy, Chrissy Teigen, and Kenan Thompson. So it's like a broad range.
Yeah, that sure is broad.
For judges. I think Amanda Seales is hosting it, so it should be pretty fun. It's a really nice grand prize. They picked. They didn't tell me any of the names of comics, but they were like, we want people who are like established and are really just like, hopefully a breakaway, and this will be the exposure that we need.
Hopefully, hopefully the next time I have you on, it's going to be after you've won that grand prize.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Then you can pay me back. This motherfucker owe me a lot of money.
Still hanging on to this, man? How many TV shows are you on?
That means you don't. Wait, hold on. Hold the fuck on. So you mean to tell me because I'm on a TV show that people don't got to pay me back money that I lend them?
I'm saying don't be rich.
Look at this entitled shit.
Don't be rich and petty. Don't be rich and petty is all I'm saying.
That's my singer name.
Rich and Petty.
Richie Petty. That's my... And I ain't rich, man. Don't even think like, what are you talking about? I got basic cable money.
I have Netflix money. A shared Netflix money. That's what I have.
But you got, you still got your MTV and, you. It's all gone.
Yeah. No, man, absolutely not. If I wasn't getting paid for this podcast, I don't understand.
You always with these old women, and how come you never got it? This is what I respect, and also I don't understand it is you get with these old women, they got money, and they don't even help you, and you won't accept help from them either.
No, because that's not why I'm with somebody.
But you said you were with them because you wanted stability.
No, I like for them to have stability. I don't want to have to worry about other people's problems like that.
Okay.
I don't want them to also be broke like me, and we're both struggling. Like that doesn't. But
there's something about the shared experience. I'm telling you.
I understand that. And like,
just try it.
I don't like accepting help from people. I don't like that. I like figuring stuff out on my own. I like to do shit on my own. I feel like if I can't do the shit on my own, I shouldn't be doing it.
Then therefore, I'm telling you, you're going to meet somebody that when you have weak moments, they'll be strong, and then and vice versa.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? You're going to find. Just try it. Just like with the art. Wasn't I right about the art?
You were right about the art.
I was right about the art, right? Wasn't I right about saving your money?
Yes.
I was right about you should have saved your money.
But something that's so disgusting to me that a lot of people do in this town, whether like it doesn't matter what the person's profession is, but like if a lot of people will get with somebody because they have money because they just want handouts for shit. I think that's one of the most disgusting things. But
first of all, that does not mean that that's happening. If you authentically meet someone and build a genuine, authentic connection and relationship, regardless of however much money they have or not have or whatever their situation is, you can be secure in that regardless of how it looks. Because what you're talking about is perception.
Yeah.
Like you could say that about people, but until you really know, how do you know?
But I mean, that's the society we live in. Everyone looks and goes, I think this is what it is, without getting to know anybody.
But you don't. But listen, first of all, I don't even find like my ex is beautiful, model, you know what I mean? And, people say, well, only she's with you is because you're on TV or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, why do you think I got on TV? Like, okay.
See, I just feel like my relationships in the past with women
but we had a genuine connection is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly, yeah.
So from the outside, you might think that, but no, I know what was going on. I wasn't, doing anything extra. It wasn't like, I know I feel secure in what we had. And I'm saying is I don't care about what other people think.
Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoy a woman with a good head on her shoulders who has a vision for herself with her career and her life.
Okay,
I like that.
What you just said though, is that doesn't have to be already present.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
They can still have that.
That is what I was trying to articulate in the beginning.
They're on the same journey.
Yes, they don't have to have already made it. No, that's dumb. I don't think that's a necessity whatsoever.
But you might have been confusing yourself a little bit. That's why you're like, oh, look at this mama bear.
I mean, you find a connection with these women, and if they some of them happen to already have a shit together, some of them absolutely don't. But the mindset behind it, the mature mindset behind it, is what I'm really attracted to. I think.
Well, I'm trying to tell you in closing is you'd be surprised to find that there are women your age who are going to be way more mature than you, way more put together, and is exactly what you need in your life.
And I hope there is. I hope there is. I have no problem with that.
Look at the contempt and the doubt in his voice, everybody, But anyways, because where we at, Aaron? Oh, look at that. See? Right on the button. Look at that. Right on the button with an hour.
Light?
Yeah, would you know? Do you run the light?
I don't run the light.
You kind of run the light.
I don't run the light.
Yeah, you're
if
Mr.
I'm crushing.
Oh, God.
Then let me
when
shine.
You're crushing.
Let me shine. You know what I mean?
You're the worst, okay? Matt is a monster.
I am not a monster.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank God you didn't talk about this. You know what? I'm surprised we haven't talked about because he's always talking about how he's going to drop his dick pic. He's always like, I need to drop my dick pic.
Can I tell you something? I have had somebody try to hack my iCloud. This sounds like an exaggeration. I'm being so sincere.
Here we go.
Every single day since last September, every single day I get a pop-up on my phone that says, grant permission to request a new password. And I have to click allow or don't allow on my screen. I'm a click away from fucking myself over, from giving that person permission. Someone's trying to hack my shit every day. So it's coming, most likely. Sorry, Mom. I want to delete the dick pics from my phone, but then it's like,
oh, God,
what am I sending?
Oh my God! What? I remember when Bieber. This is the last story about you. I remember he got caught naked, and he's like,
yeah.
And you hitting me up like, oh, I should drop my dick pic. Bieber think he could. I was like, dude, stop comparing. You're not supposed to be comparing your dick size with Bieber.
He seemed more human after that. You know what I mean? Like I was a fan, and now I was like, oh, we can be boys. Like it's fine.
Ugh. Oh God, I can't believe we're gonna leave on that.
I'm just saying, I feel like we'd be good friends now. I don't have him on a pedestal anymore. I'm like, well, this is like one of the
you were a huge fan. We did. Remember we went to the Bieber concert.
Dude, we went
together?
to the Bieber concert. I had a great time.
Yeah,
he put on a dope show. Such a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's a cool kid. And then we were like in the pit area. He was like right there.
Yeah, I feel like he looked at us a couple times.
I know. We were like,
and all these 9-year-old girls are like,
You know, I didn't know I was gonna be like that until like he came to the Laugh Factory, and then Scooter came and got me. He was like, "Hey, B would like to meet you," you know, and I was like, "Okay."
Like he's the president. Come
Yeah. I was like, you don't summon me. You know what I mean? I was like, but then when I saw him, I was like, as long as you love me. I know, I felt so stupid, you know. But anyways, but look, Matt, you know, I love you, man. You're like family to me. There's only a few people in the world I consider like family, and you're one of them. You have 6 people. My list is even smaller, and you're in that group.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know that's real. And I thank you for coming on, and I wish you all the best. Good luck with the movie. Good luck with your career.
Thank you.
You know, and I do see big things for you. And I honestly say, like I said, the last time I saw you do stand up when you're with me, I was like, oh, it was clicking. And so and you're young still. Like I didn't start doing stand up till I was 30.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I started at 30. So you have a long way to go. So just keep at it, and you'll achieve all your dreams. You know, and I say that to everybody out there too. Follow your dreams, because it is possible. You know, just don't be deterred and work on your insecurities. That's what both Matt and I are doing, and you could do it too. And hopefully next time, we hear Matt, he's going to be dating somebody around his age.
Or I'm just happy. Can I just be happy?
Okay, he'll be happy.
My God.
Happy, with his 47-year-old or whatever, how old this chick is going to be. No, we're going to make sure he gets with somebody his age. So send out those DMs, y'all. But anyway, that's been another great episode of Riffin with Griffin. Thank you for all your support, everybody.
Play the theme song.
We can't. No, we don't play it out. We don't do. Okay, you know what? We're gonna play the theme song out from Miss Marty B. Where we at? Let me get the Marty B theme song back up. Damn it! I have too many. Where is it? Here it is. Thank you again, Marty B. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Riffin with Griffin. I want to thank Matt Rife, my guest, for coming in, my brother. And thank you for listening. Good night, everybody.
Riffin with Griffin.
Or I say good night, or good evening, or whenever you listen to it. Bye!
Wait till I drop my dick pic.